Okay, great. So I think we're going to go ahead and get started here with a recap. Can somebody briefly mention what happened last time and catch us all up?
Last time on Dragon Ball Z, if this is the right session, a lot happened.
It's session 10.
Okay, good. We had spent a week in Zrela healing and treating 84 people of illnesses while feeding several others. During the process, we received 2 letters, one from the king and one from the Temple of Tides. The letter from the king, King Robert the Proud, stated that he was saddened or disappointed that we had returned his gift and wished to speak with us in person about it, and invited us to a lunch. I forget what the council letter said. But
Let me see. Let me see if I have it.
If not, I can fill in that blank.
They were able to produce 4 members of the clergy who could produce food and water.
that's
and they were in
right.
the process of training others.
Yeah. Over the course of the days, at some point, we were in the castle in like our little chamber. We were having breakfast, and a woman had pushed her way in through the door, who was invisible. She came to us, asking to come visit her mother, Caroline. The young woman's name is Sherry. She was using a ring of invisibility to get in past all the guards and get to us, because she had visited the square where we were healing people and feeding people, but she was not able to get to us because there were just so many people there. So she came to us and asked to go help her mother, who was sick and fell into a coma of sorts. When we got there, we had seen that she was she was passed out and clearly very ill. And Tamara or Melrig had cast Lesser Restoration on her and healed her. And in thanks, they presented the Ring of Invisibility to us, just as some sort of payment. And we accepted it, and gave them words of encouragement for staying virtuous and not using this item for evil, which would have been easy to do. Yet they clearly hadn't, because they were living in very poor conditions. They said that they were descendants of exiles from Elithria. That they have had a very hard life. From there, we went to King Robert's castle, where he hosted a lunch of potato soup, and he seemed to be very interested, borderline obsessed with potatoes, because potatoes grow just about anywhere. So it seems like that is kind of their answer to the food problem. He asked us why we would leave. We have everything that we need here. We told him that other places needed us and that we would be back. It isn't permanent. And he starts talking about his faith with us and asking how he would get closer to the gods. And mostly his objective there, at least from his words on the surface, could be that he wants the people to see that he cares about them. And he also asked how he could receive power like we have. And we had answered him to try and steer him in the pursuit of just having faith in the gods, and that power that we have is not guaranteed. Ultimately trying to lead him to some kind of repentance away from his pride and building up all of these great works around him and having faith in that opposed to the gods. We seem to have an effect on him, so we'll see how that pans out in the future. From there, we went and talked with Leviticus about teleporting to Elithria, which we did. Teleported to a small house that Leviticus owns in the capital of Elithria, Amman. We go outside and we talk to an old man and have an interesting interaction there. He asked for a sandwich that he had made. There was no sandwich. He tells us that there's a lot of people that are angry, rioting. You know, there's some kind of unrest happening. He points down the road in a certain direction, but it's actually the other way. The way that we were actually going towards the Temple of Timorius. Kind of a short distance away from the temple is the Senate or Council chamber building, where there's a large crowd asking for food and help, really, and we decided to just go straight to the temple instead of interacting with the crowd. We went around them, introduced ourselves, and we were allowed in fairly quickly because these people had heard about us. And when we go in speaking about the prophecy, we show them the prophecy in which they can actually read. And I believe while they were reading it, they were seeing that it was Old Elithrian. Or Old Elithrian. They confirm that the second chapter is definitely leading us to hell, which they give us a full version of the Timorius text, which includes information about Saint Neal Gatton going to hell, entering through Tartarus, which most scholars believe is the mountain range, the Tartarus Mountains. Neal waited there for 60 days and 60 nights, and a ferryman appeared, and he went in to find his lost love. He described the place as a bleak white landscape, white mountains, and rivers of blood. From there, we inquired about the Councilman Gatton, who has led a war on the tribes of the north, where he has where he has assimilated 47 tribes, he's annihilated 22 of them, and enslaved another 27. After which we had inquired about meeting with the Senate of Amman, and the clergy members are in the process of organizing a meeting for us to be able to present the prophecy, everything that we've been through, and finding a way forward to help the people.
Perfect. So with that, we'll jump straight back into game where you guys are, I think, still in the basement.
Yes.
Right? Or at least in the lower sections of the temple that you've been brought into, where there are shelves upon shelves and there are texts. Some of them in scroll cases, some of them not. And you guys have been pouring through... I think the last thing that you guys were really looking at was... Aulus Gatton's... birth records.
I think
And
that's
pretty much all of his other stately records, too. Like, you know, this is what war he was in, and yada, yada, yada. It's all documented here.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think we were heading upstairs to start looking over the full version of the Time Warriors book they gave us to pass the time before they came back.
Okay. Give him the crowd and everything. Okay. So... do we just pass the time here? Does anyone need to do anything specific while we're here in the temple?
I don't.
Okay.
Don't know what.
Can I? Is there any clergy member here?
Yeah. So I was pretty vague on the names the last time because I actually didn't have names for them and I didn't want to slow the game down. I do have names for them now, which are somewhere in here. Just a second. Nope. There we go. Oh. Wrong notebook. I have multiple notebooks for this game, and sometimes it can be difficult to find the information. Okay, so you are left with Father Labinas. Yes. The other two that went off to go secure a meeting was Father Ludus and Father Paulus. They're using Father as kind of a placeholder name for all of the clergy. Story-wise, these guys would hold the title of Patriarch, but you can just say Father as well, and it's fine.
Okay.
It's like the universal acceptance thing. You can call them father and mother, sister and brother if they're acolytes, and everyone will respond in that way. So, yes, you are left here with Father Labinas.
I suppose I would go towards him. Father Labinas?
He turns to you and he says, yes, Holy One, yes.
I had a question about... well... it involves something that Neal Gatton had written about. His weapon. This Dawn Forge.
Yes, it's a relic passed down from Timorius himself. It is a symbol of his selection of a champion, a mortal one. As mortal as you can count, Saint Gatton, I suppose. And he gives a chuckle.
Is there... I don't mean to make a presumption here, but is there any history of any other weapon or armament of this caliber?
God, the gods have passed down many relics. For example, not quite a weapon, but the statues that you'll often see of Cain, and he takes you off to the side and he shows you Saint Cain. And he says, the relic that he holds, and points at the sphere in his hand.
What's that?
This is the very tears from the skies. This is a gift from the gods as well, and there are several of them called Orboculum.
Orboculum?
Well, yes, good try. It's a seer's stone.
Seer stone.
There are
Seer
a few
stone.
like it. Yes, you stare into the stone, and
I've heard of this
depending on
name.
which one you're holding, it'll show you a different thing.
Look up at the statue, kind of just like peering at the orb. So they aren't a myth.
No, far from it. It is said that Saint Cain took this orb with him. It was once fostered in Ruminia, but no longer.
What is Ruminia?
Forgive me. I forget that you're not from here. Ruminia is a great forest to the south, shrouded due to its canopy. Horrifying creatures live there, a place of darkness, really. But this object, if the legends are true, made its way out not due to some prophecy, but by theft. How it ended up in St. Cain's hands, we're not quite sure, but it's obvious he didn't steal it.
Of course not.
It wasn't his way. This has already been refuted and discussed over and over again.
That does bring to my mind well, in our efforts, something of that magnitude, of that power, would be useful, to say the least.
Yes, without a doubt. It served them well, and he gestures at the statue, and he says, but something I've learned, at least, about these objects is they really only show themselves when the gods tell them to. It seems they always come about at just the right time.
Perhaps in time we will find use for one. The gods will present one. I would ask if you knew where any were, but until now I thought that these things were a myth, at least what we call them in the north, the seer stones.
Make a persuasion check.
See if I get a +1. I'm pretty sure that's... Yes, +1. 14.
There may be some documents that tell perhaps of legend, but I'm not sure. It's not something I've necessarily had time to look into. But perhaps after meeting with Father Ludus and Father Paulus, I can... Maybe they know more. I'll ask around.
I feel this would be a worthy endeavor. There will be There will be time when we will need objects like this. Already we are being sent to hell.
Yes.
And I kind of like hit the tube. There is much more to come.
He... I don't know, I guess he stares off at the statue.
Thank you, Father Labienus. Noose. It's odd for me to use that. I don't know how you would say that way of speaking.
It's all right. You guys will wait for about an hour and a half before Father Paulus comes back. And he's sweaty and he's in a huff. It looks like he's been running. And as soon as he enters in through the doors, right, you all stand. And he says, the Senate, they will see you. Now. Right now.
Are you alright? You're out of wind.
Yes. Yes. Big crowd. People still. Be careful. I have to sit. And he walks dazedly through.
Well, if we need a way through, just say the word if we are wanting to get there quickly.
You can carry Samara and I.
That is an option.
Well, let's see if there's a way to go around and hopefully take a back entrance.
Let's go.
So
Onward.
you guys will leave the temple and kind of enter the outskirts of the forum. The way this building is constructed, it is on a large concrete platform that is risen, right? You go upstairs, and there's only one set of stairs that goes up this thing. Movement to this building is very controlled. So it seems that you will either have to scale the side of the platform, or you will have to go through the crowd and go up the stairs.
Well, we do want people to see us.
This is true. Well,
Oh, there's a map.
Denmark, go forward, and Samara and I will follow.
Alright. Stick
Aye.
close. Start kind of pushing up towards the back of the crowd. Like, alright, everyone. Please move.
Okay, make a. What are you trying to go for here? Persuasion or intimidate? What are you doing?
Persuasion initially.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Intimidation.
3.
Okay.
Can
People,
I give him the help action?
you want to try and like holler from? Are you being carried?
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah, sure. I mean, you can try and shout, "Get out of the way!" You know, like yeah, sure. Yeah, go ahead and roll again, Vimok.
Gentleman's 20.
Okay. All right. People see you guys, especially Vimok and his size, and people just immediately move. However, you also notice that the people have a almost disgusted look on their face when they see Vimok.
Mm.
I forgot. They've just been warring in the north.
Mm.
I need to upgrade my wardrobe.
Don't worry. We'll figure something out.
You guys push your way through the crowds until eventually you come up onto the large staircase where there are these men that are clad in togas with red stripes, and in their hands they carry a very large bundle of sticks with an axe head poking out at the top. And when they see you approach, Father Ludus is nearby. And he kind of comes down the stairs a bit, lifting up his robe with one hand so he doesn't step on it as he goes down the steps, and he's waving with his other hand. And he says, "Let him through! Let him through! They're here to see the Senate." And the guardsmen all kind of turn and look back, and they lower their axes or throw them over their shoulder and rest them there. Father Ludus comes up and he kind of pats Vimok on the arm, and he says, "Good, you made it. Come on, this way.
Thank
The
you,
Senate
Father
is
Lucas.
impatient."
Imagine so.
He begins to kind of like instruct you guys, like, do not outshine the Senate. Do not make them feel stupid. These are the most important, the richest men in the city. You're going to need their support if you're going to do anything. Do not buy into anything that they want to try and sell you. This is not the time for that. They will try to control you in this way. Okay, do you understand? And he stops on the stairs and looks to you guys. I will not let you go until you tell me you understand this.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right, this way. He takes you up the rest of the steps. Do you guys have any questions for him before we push on with this?
What should we avoid? Other than trying to outdo them.
He turns to you and he says, "Do not mention Council Gatton unless it is mentioned first."
Shouldn't be a problem.
You go that way, through those doors. Walk straight, shoulders high, no weapons. Leave those here. Give me those.
This might take a minute. Shing, ring, sink.
Yes, it's gonna take a minute. Hold on.
Takes off his boot and shakes it.
Everybody, you guys gotta leave your weapons here. This might be, like, you guys might also be, like, followed by, what are known as the fast gaze, right? The people that are holding the bundle with the axe. They might even follow you and remind you all, like, you have to disarm before you go in.
Yeah. Leave everything.
Actually,
the
might be
huge
more
duffel
helpful.
bag, everything.
Yeah, like,
Do you all have a table?
it's fine. You can go to the side of the building and leave your stuff along the corner, and Father Ludus and the fast case here will watch your stuff. Make sure that you don't, make sure you don't lose it.
I just like the idea that the father's looking at Vimok and I, and all the weapons coming out, and he's just like, "Oh god,
Yeah.
no gods."
Well, I mean, I don't know. He's not really having that kind of impression. He's I mean, maybe when he first saw you guys, yes, but I mean, he knows who you are now, so he's not really questioning that. So you guys all leave your weapons behind, and you're pointed through this very broad doorway. The doors are already open, and you can hear that there is discussion happening within the room.
I think we want to stick just to the prophecy.
That'd be the best bet. Stick to the prophecy, don't veer off unless they try to. Even then, try to keep it strict to the prophecy.
I think our main goal here is to try and get them to allow us to heal, feed the people through
Well,
divine magic.
Well, yes. Not just us, though. The temples.
Yes. I'm curious as to why they won't allow it. Perhaps they'll give an answer.
Yeah. Hopefully. Hopefully it's more than just... They just don't want to.
Okay. So you all enter the Senate Hall?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So, as you all enter the Senate Hall, this building is a tall, rectangular, kind of a square building with not a full dome, but kind of a half dome that covers only the middle of the building, right?
Mm-hmm.
This dome has an oculus, a hole at the top that lets natural light in. It shines down directly in the center of the hall. On three of the four walls, there are rising, I guess you can consider them like bleachers, right? Like concrete steps that go up. There are several different cushions and things that are there, and this room is completely packed. There's hundreds of people in this room. And the fourth wall, which is largely blank other than some tapestries, wall paintings, a couple of wreaths of laurel hanging up, and meeting the wall are two chairs. One of them is empty, and the other has a man wearing a white toga with a purple stripe, whereas everyone else in this room is wearing a red one. And he wears a crown of laurels. When you all enter the hall, it comes to a hush. And there is an elderly man off to the side who is surrounded by clay tablets that he is writing on. And he stands very briefly as you all enter the center of the hall. And he says in a very kind of raspy voice, sorry, hang on a sec. He says, now introducing to the Senate on this day, have the date. On this day, the 20th of Sky's Eye, is the cleric, Samara, Pale River, of Thessalonia, Vimak Vashna, Skullgrad, yes, and of course, then we have Melrig of no origin is listed. Yes. And he sits down in his chair with a hard thump. The Senate Hall is quiet for a few seconds, but these seconds feel like eternity. Until finally, the man at the front, wearing the toga with the purple stripe, he stands. And with a gesture from his hand, he says, "Welcome. Welcome. We have been told that you come from foreign lands, and yet you bring worldly news. News that benefits all peoples. And so we should have it." He gives you like a bow and then sits down. "Speak your piece unto the Senate, for we are eager to hear what you have to say."
You guys got this.
Well, I guess first, I don't want to go over it again. Insert all of the history of the scroll and everything to now.
Yeah. Okay, so you run through basically your time on Thessalonia and Mistcliff, right? All of your time that you spent in Pandesia, all of the time you spent in recovery, all of the things that you've done there, and most importantly, the deciphering of the scroll that has been foretelling all of your actions so far.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. The consul stands. And he says, "Never in my time did I think that heroes of such renown and such legendary repute, that which could even rival Saint Neal Gatton and Saint Cain Lathalis, would ever stand in my presence, nor the presence of this holy body." And he gestures at the Senate. "It is fate that brings us together, brothers and sisters. And it is fate that allows us now to speak our piece unto the gods, where even their newest champions can hear our voices. What are your intentions here in Elithria? Why have you come to Iman?"
Tomorrow, you got this.
I'm gonna pull him to the side. All right, I'm gonna pull a Ellergan back to the side. All right, so what do we want out of the Elithrians? I mean, if we're gonna make our demands, or if we're gonna make anything, we need to have like a structured desire.
Can't accept
I
a
guess
coin from them or anything.
No monetary.
No monetary.
I'd say probably right now just allowing their clerics and temples to feed the people
Yes.
and to train more of them.
The people must turn their full attention to the gods.
I do.
Want them to marshal their resources to feeding their people, to gearing up their population for this crisis. Do we want to make any statement about political unity?
Not right now.
Gotcha.
There's too much.
Should we implore them for any assistance for going to hell?
I think we would
I mean,
be able to
I
get
think-
that from the temple.
I think the temple would be fine. I don't see anything the Senate could potentially give us that the temple couldn't.
Right.
And if we're going to Gatton's fortress after this,
If anyone could help us, he would.
I say that it'd be our best bet.
You hear a shout.
know.
What is this? The consul holds up his hand and he says, "They are foreigners. They do not know our way. Give them a moment."
Samara,
Yes.
do the food thing. We'll
Food
work the
thing?
rest out on the fly.
Yes. We please forgive us for our inattentiveness. Our journeys have brought us here partially to demonstrate, but partially to ask and implore that Amane marshal its resources towards the one to begin marshaling its forces towards preparing for this current crisis, mainly in trying to recruit new clerics and new members of the clergy, because the clergy have been able to use abilities, especially at high levels, to summon large amounts of food. Though this is an exhaustive process, this will help quell the food crisis that has been plaguing every region we've gone to. And this is that is what we have learned in our time here. My fellow cleric Melric here has learned the ability to produce food, and we are hoping to share this skill, as well as hoping to gear up the religious apparatus in Amane towards preparing this magic. And this is largely the reason why we have come here. To help.
So you come in good
overcome this
faith.
crisis. Yes.
We expect none less. And it is good to hear. I think I speak for this body, all of us, when I say that this is good news. And half of the room chuckles. The other half kind of stays quiet. He gives like a smile. The consul gives a smile and he looks to you all and he says, "Of course, we will gladly accept your aid. As you could probably tell, and as we can all still hear, our population is troubled. We have external matters here, which also weigh heavily on our city.
We have heard.
This is
And you know of how dangerous the situation here in all of Elithria is at this one juncture. Perhaps other nations are dealing with more solvable issues, such as the food crisis.
It is a common problem.
We have no such crisis. Our food is stable and our waters secure. You see, we have friends in low places.
I see.
He looks to the Senate and he says, I press a vote onto the floor where I suspend this meeting until tomorrow. And we pick up from here. First thing at dawn's light. A motion is put to the floor. Oh, dang. Yikes. His motion doesn't pass. So he instructs you guys to return to the Vestimenta Virtus, which is the temple, and to seek help from the curators of the temple, and he will meet you after the meeting is adjourned.
Are they like in a recess right now, or are they like in a...
No, that's what he wanted to do.
Sorry. Okay,
and
gotcha,
the Senate is not letting him go.
Gotcha. So they're still like doing. They're not like breaking up for like a little break. They're like gonna keep yapping. Okay.
Yeah. Make a perception check.
Gotcha. Uh, 11.
I suppose it's pretty obvious. The one half of this room seems pretty excited, or at least they're paying attention, right? Some of them are leaning in on their, resting their head in their hands while their elbow rests on their knee. Others are leaning forward, and then there's half of this entire assembly that is not like, pissed, giving you ugly looks or anything, but you can see that they are uncomfortable. And it is largely this side of the room that you can almost guarantee that did not allow the console to adjourn or at least suspend this meeting.
Does it look like any of the senators want to keep speaking to us?
No. Since you all have come in, not a single objection or question or comment or anything from any of the senators have been made to you.
So basically, they want nothing to do with us. Got it.
Make an insight check, Samara.
20, nat 20.
Natural 20. These people are deeply xenophobic, okay? There is not a single foreigner that this higher body is willing to speak to. They will speak to one of their own among their own. That is what you get as you read the room.
So when we offered to give them food aid, is their rejection because they actually have... Can we tell if they're rejecting us because they actually have the food situation in hand, or is it because they're just like, we don't want these pissant foreigners, even if they are really holy, are trying to say that we have an issue and they want to help us with? No, fuck off, we'll handle it on our own.
That very well could be the case. Or it might not. You guys haven't been here in Iman enough for me to answer that question, but that very well could be the case. You're thinking in the right direction.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, didn't the clerics at the temple when we first arrived say that there was a food
let's be
problem?
careful now. Hang on. Let's be careful now. Because right now we are still here inside the Senate House. Do we want to leave? Before we talk about this anymore amongst ourselves, do you choose to leave?
Is there a side chamber we can pull ourselves into?
Oh, can you recess within the Senate room? Oop, that's cocked. Technically there wouldn't be. No, there is no side chamber in this room. It is all a singular room. It's just a big meeting hall. So
Uh,
as much as I want to say yes, sadly no.
I guess. Do you guys wanna pop out of here and then come back like tomorrow?
It'd probably be best.
We should.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like your
Uh,
guys' story is just a little much for this body to digest.
Can I ask them if we can return tomorrow? If they would let us return tomorrow?
Okay, you're gonna ask that?
Yes.
Who do you ask?
Uh,
The council?
the presiding senator.
Okay. He looks to the Senate and he says, perhaps a motion. That's gonna be persuasion on his part. That's cocked. Why does this keep getting cocked? Okay. Some of the senators grumble, but they will pass a motion that affords a separation of time during proceedings to allow you all to return.
Okay.
Okay. And they will vote. So this will take a while. Well, actually, no, it won't. They'll just say, all in favor, stand. And, let's see. Oh, and now I have to roll the other side. Hang on, sorry. Okay. All in favor stand. Majority of the room stands, even those on the other side of the aisle. And all in favor who say no. Those not in favor, I suppose. And then, obviously, lesser bodies stand. So they say the old man in the corner declares that the motion is passed. He writes it into the records, and that you are to show up tomorrow morning at like 9.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. Cool.
Uh,
From there, the Senate dismisses you.
do we know how far from the city Mr. Council Gatton is?
No.
Ah. Yeah.
Thank you for your time, everyone. Leave.
You all exit the building, and was it Father Ludus?
I think so.
Yeah, Father Ludus runs up to you and he says, "So?"
It's best we speak at the temple.
Right, this way. Your stuff is over here, and he leads you back around the corner, exactly where you left it, and everything's there.
Oh, good.
You guys pick up your stuff, and you are escorted down the steps before the Vasquez kind of reform their little blockade, and the Senate meeting will continue. And so you guys are led back to the temple, the Vestimenta Virtus.
Father, they do not seem all that interested in what we had to offer.
Really?
Yes.
His eyes kind of squint. He looks a little puzzled. As you guys are walking up the temple steps, he kind of stops and like halfway up and turns and looks at you and he goes, "That's unusual."
You mentioned that there was a food crisis in the city, correct?
I did, yes. It's bad.
The
Crowd-
Senate,
But
when we offered to help resolve this crisis, they rejected us out of hand, that there was even a food crisis, that their food and water stores were secure, thanks to friends in low places.
Kind of looks a little confused, right? His face kind of scrunches together, and he goes, "What? Well, I'm not aware of any friends in low places, but oh, you know, among those senators, believe it or not, is a dwarf." And he turns and looks to Malrig, and he says, "Purely ceremonial position. He doesn't get to vote or anything, but he does represent Dordoral and its interests. Perhaps that's what they meant."
Does Dodorov provide food? Has it provided food to Amon in the past?
In the past, yes, of course. But now I don't know. The last I heard, the dwarves shut their kingdom closed.
That's...
well, the crowd out there is calling for food.
Calling for much more than that.
Yes.
There's a war coming here. Everyone knows it. The food crisis is bad enough. But war. Nothing good will come of that.
Is it possible to meet with Aulus Gatton?
I suppose so. His last known whereabouts, as far as I understand it, was just north of the city. Let me give you guys mileage here. Hang on a second. Let me go to... Oops, that's the wrong map. Map is east. I forgot I have a new map for this. Ooh, and it takes a while to load. Yeah, this one's chunky.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, and none of it's labeled yet.
If the Senate won't let us feed their people, they'd rather them starve. Perhaps this consul is willing to take up our case.
Okay,
I would
let me
not have
check
us
here.
interjected into a war yet, but perhaps Gatton will be more receptive to the matters of the gods.
Okay.
Aye.
So,
The Senate isn't.
Father Paulus tells you that Consualus Gatton has sequestered himself behind the walls of Anvil. They threw their gates open to him the moment he arrived, not because he was attempting to conquer the city, but in open arms.
Makes sense.
He's been there for 3 months, and since he has been there, he has spent a large chunk of his wealth feeding people. You must understand that the situation here is tenuous. You must not interject yourself into this. This will lead to war. The people here would be grateful for your help. But perhaps, if it was open, it would incite rebellion. We've had 6 riots in the last month, and another is blooming. If you can make food, if you can make water, leave it here. We will disperse it. Even if people don't know it came from you, it still did.
This is true.
It disappears after a day, though. Which is why we need you and the other members to be able to do what Samara and Melrig can do.
Aye.
If...
If that is the case, he walks over to, once you guys get inside the temple, he walks over to, like a desk that's off to the side, before the cell is, and he grabs a hold of some parchment that's in there, and some ink, and he says, I'm more of a visual learner, really, but if you can write it out for me, if I can see it, then perhaps I'll understand. And what he means by this is most spells are kind of a form of prayer. And so when you ask for this spell, when you pray for it, it's not so much the prayer itself, it's how much of you give to the prayer, if that makes any sense. Your time, your devotion, your patience, like, that type of thing. So you can write out the story, you can write out the prayer, and you can open up religious texts, and you can point out, like, when this is used, when the last champions would have used something like this. And this only deepens the connection between the person and the prayer, because they now have the context. This will take hours for you to teach yourselves.
Yeah.
Because there is a great deal of patience that goes into teaching this. So after, let's see, 7 hours. My oh my.
Oh yeah.
Going to take 7 long hours for this to settle in. And even then, the clerics, after the initial study, right, they're exhausted. They're not going to be able to try today. But they will try tomorrow. Now, the clerics for the moment have been laying on bedrolls in the temple. They do have homes, but they haven't been going to them because they feel the temple needs constant care at this time with the rain and everything. So they have been basically camping out here. And they tell you that you are more than welcome to do the same.
Be the best place for us to stay, so that we're where everything is happening.
Yes.
Oh, and to let you guys know that Anvil is roughly 140 miles north.
I am curious as to what everyone is calling for in that crowd. I want to hear more of their complaints. What they are suffering from. And have more of an understanding of their plight.
You can hear them throughout the day if you wish. All you have to do is step out.
Yeah.
Step out of the temple and you can listen to the crowd.
Yeah, throughout the day while they were learning the prayers.
Okay. So, a bunch of people are calling for their dole allotment, which is another way of saying that they want bread. So food. They're calling for food.
Mm-hmm.
They are also being heavily taxed right now. Or at least they were, but people have stopped paying it because there's nothing left to pay. There are some complaints how people's houses were taken from them. And that one's going to be pretty obvious, right? Their clothes look ragged. They're soaked.
Yeah.
How agitated is the crowd scene?
Make an insight check.
$22.
Okay.
Mm.
Like it's ready to explode.
The window thing would set them off.
You could say that.
Are there like guards and stuff watching them?
There are guards on the steps up to the Senate House that are keeping people back, but nobody has attempted to go up the steps. And there isn't a single person that's leading this. It's more like their individual pockets, right? So like as you glance out over the crowd, there's like a guy standing on like a fruit stand over there, and he's shouting over at this corner, raising his hands and going crazy. But then as you look over, to your west just a little bit, there's a whole other crowd, and they're listening to this whole other person. Right? And it's a lot of like, we have rights, we are citizens, The upper class has treated us like garbage forever.
Comrade.
Comrade.
Guys, do we just turn this place into a theocracy? Like, do we just overthrow the Senate and put the church in charge?
I mean,
maybe not yet, but we could.
Not yet. All right, who's becoming pope?
Well, I don't think we become pope. We
become king.
We just put the Vestamentia Virtus in charge.
Good work.
It's like a provisional government,
Vestimenta Virtus. W.
The Virtus.
Anytime you see a V, W. I'm not trying to correct you out of necessity, but it is funny and fun.
Though realistically speaking, even if we did get the people to overthrow the Senate, Council Gatton's like right there. He's for sure gonna seize the opportunity to just put down the crowd, come in, restore order.
Exactly. So this is why we continue teaching them the prayer. They can help what they can, and then let Gatton come in. I mean, if he's paying to feed the people of Anvil, he might be more aligned with the citizens here than the senators.
I am curious if he is trying to take over, if that is his objective, or what he's trying to do. What are his ambitions?
Oh yeah, on the map. Is he on the map here on this map?
He's like up here. He's in the fog area to the northeast.
Ah, okay, okay. Hmm.
Melrick,
Hmm.
how does that sending work of yours?
Well, it basically, if from what I was instructed in during my prayer, I can send a short message to someone who I'm familiar with. And I don't think it has any distance requirements.
Just have to be on the same plane.
Are there any... Well, what is familiar? You know the person's name and you know who they are. Their title, what they're doing. Does that make you familiar with them? I'm thinking perhaps trying to send a message to Gatton and asking him if he would like to meet. If it's what we want to do. Or we can do what we can for the people, continue along our way to Fort Gatton.
I'm indifferent to it. Part of me says we should at least speak to this Gatton person. At least we trying to figure out what they're doing and or wanting to do. But the other part of me says that he's wanting to rule. And he'll take whatever opportunity he can to do it.
Seems he is in a position to do whatever it is that he desires.
If he were to walk in that gate tomorrow with wagons of food and bread and things like that, these people would accept him as their leader and not even blink an eye.
Curious with several things of this Gatton. What type of man he is. What type of ruler he would be.
I am too.
As of now, he's feeding the people, but what happens when he claims control? Will he follow in the steps of his ancestor, or something else?
I feel right now we're in a situation where the longer we stay and the more we trifle, the deeper and wedged we get in the looming conflict that will happen.
There is a sudden, strange sound.
Hmm?
The strangest sound you have heard in months. The rain stops.
Oh? It's What? What?
You step outside. The air is cool still, but no water falls from the sky. It just suddenly stops. A couple of thunder rolls happen overhead, but no rain.
Won't lie. I don't know how to take this. I don't know if this is a good sign or a bad sign.
I feel like we should be rejoicing, but
The people begin to do just that. All of the people that had formed this crowd, even as it grows later and later into the evening, where they hadn't dispersed, when the rains stop, they begin to rejoice.
well, but the reprieve
And
of the
several of
Senate.
them, several of them will begin to scatter in merriment. This crowd will break up slowly.
I look up into the sky. Oh, I enjoy this.
Make a perception check.
Oh, what's that? Perception
What's that,
plus 3. Gentlemen's 20.
None of the stars are visible. As you take in the night air, the breeze without the rain, you watch the clouds as they begin to part and dissipate. But none of the stars that you're used to seeing are visible anymore.
Oh,
Oh.
Only 2 moons hang in the sky.
they're all gone now. Look. Look up. All the stars. They're gone.
Maybe that was the rain. It's the effect of the stars being wiped away.
It's like in my my vision.
We need to go. We can't. I know, Bimak, you want to meet this Gatton, but we need to go.
There's another Gatton we need to meet.
I'm saying, how about this? We can write a letter, sign it, give it to the Emperor.
Mm.
They can take it to them. The father can run out there, damn it.
He does need cardio.
Exactly.
That might be the best course. Write a letter to him. Tell him everything. Plead that he follows the path of the gods.
Yes.
To remember his ancestor.
And then we need to head to see his ancestor.
It's still strange to think of that.
No,
To
it's
see
very
this man who is... How old is he? 400 years old?
Too old. He's like an elf.
Very
Aye.
old dwarf.
But he's not an elf.
He's a noblin.
What?
No.
Half elf, half goblin. Wait, no,
No.
half elf, half dwarf.
That's terrifying.
Anywho. If you guys are going to write a letter, this letter is what? It states kind of what you said, follow the path of the gods.
Yeah. Give an explanation.
What do you...
Give him the rundown
yeah.
on the
So
prophecy.
you
everything.
yeah, so you give them a brief rundown, you introduce yourself. What do you sign it as your group name?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Dawnhammer.
Okay. Cool. All right. So this rundown is sealed. It takes you maybe, I don't know. This would take you a while actually. So we're going to say it takes you an hour. That's the most amount of time I can give you to write a letter. Honestly, a letter like this would probably take you longer, but I'm going to say it takes an hour. Because halfway through writing your letter, the bells of most of these temples in town and all over the city will ring. And at first you think it's alarming, right? It's a dangerous thing. But no, one of the clerics emerges, Father Paulus emerges, and he says, no, it's nothing to be alarmed about.
My axe is out. What's going on?
It's mid-eve.
What?
Huh?
It's mid-eve?
I feel like you saying it again isn't helping here.
The time.
Oh.
Okay.
It is a new day.
Oh,
Dawn, it's a new day. Got it.
sheath.
Just gonna drop my hammer on the floor.
As you finish your letter, another 30 minutes later, you get it sealed. And you're passing it off to probably one of the clerics?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys are passing it off to one of the clerics. When you feel a rumble in the ground.
Axes are back out.
Shield and hammer's back out.
The rumble subsides. It goes as quickly as it came.
But I feel like there was
But
not.
then there's another.
Oh no.
What is happening?
No,
go
that's what
outside.
We're getting. Yes.
You all go outside. And as you look up, make a perception check. Someone with advantage.
7.
Okay. The that stinks. All right, so you guys
You
come
can use
outside,
Use
and
Mallory's perception.
as soon as you as soon as you all come outside, make a dexterity saving throw.
Is this something that I can see coming?
No, apparently not.
Dexterity save
Two.
plus 2. 12.
My bad.
Okay,
My
I got a
bad.
whole ass 2.
so every one of you is thrown off of your feet.
If we fail
Yeah.
hard.
As suddenly there is a large, almost the only way I can describe it is an explosion that erupts from the center of the forum.
Oh no.
Are there people out
You are
there?
thrown off your feet. There are people out there. You are thrown off your feet into the entrance of the temple. And you all take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Yikes.
Oof.
Sorry about that. As you're thrown against columns and the hard marble floor, you don't just hit the floor and stop, but you skid and scrape and roll across the floor as a shockwave erupts from the center of the forum. And then everything goes quiet, except for the ringing in your ears, followed by the distant screams of people.
I'll quickly scramble to my feet to run back outside.
As you all get onto your feet and stumble towards the entrance, the forum is a crater with a large smoking boulder resting at its center.
Oh.
Most of the buildings around the area are completely demolished. And there are several dead and wounded about the area, thrown up into buildings that are beginning to crumble, and fires that are now engulfing most of the local buildings.
I'll bellow back into the temple. We need help out here now!
Yeah.
Ooh, did the clerics... Oh, okay. They are conscious. They rise to their feet. They shake off their dizziness, and they begin to grab blankets, towels, gauze, medical supplies, everything they have. Even though they're stumbling on their feet, dizzy from the impact, they are alive, they are conscious, and they are moving.
Once after he gets done yelling that, I'll kind of signal to Binlock, like, go help with the houses that are falling on people and things like that, start moving things.
Got it.
And I'll turn to Samara and say, get whatever healing you have. And I'll start casting Prayer of Healing on 6 people around me at a time.
Okay.
I'll start rushing to nearby people and casting healing word and lesser restoration and cure wounds on them.
Okay. So, first things first. Vimok rushes off with his orders. Right? He is the first to leave the temple. Vimok, as your heavy feet pound against the marble, you come to a stop at the top of the stairs, looking at the crater. You can see that there are wounded everywhere. And there's dead everywhere. People are in pieces. This is the most gruesome thing you've ever seen in your entire life. And you've hunted whales.
Yeah.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Plus 5, 23.
Okay. You hold back your dinner as you run down the steps. And as you look off to your left in the forum, you see that a column that was weakened from the impact suddenly collapses. And half of this 2-story building begins to crumble slowly. And there are people that are climbing out of this hole, some of them with missing legs or limbs. And they are about to be crushed.
I will... Not that it's... Well, for strength, yeah. I'll go into a rage. Sprinting forward to... either try and grab them and, like, throw them out of the way, or... find something, like, I don't know, like a blasted part door or something to hold it up and, like, try and shield the falling debris, or anything I could think of to do in the moment of, like, what I'm seeing.
Well, it's your call in the end, but as you look around, the only thing you see is scattered rubble. This place was the forum. It was paved over. Lots of the buildings here were made of concrete. So, sadly, not a whole lot of sheet metal or heavy, large sheets of things that you would have to work with. running forward, trying to throw them out of the way with your immense strength, I mean, it might be one of the only options that you have, given the situation. There's really nothing to block them with other than your own body, and even then, there's no guarantee that that'll save them.
As I'm running, I'll yell out to Timorius, Timorius, give me strength. Like, grab as many as I can and throw them out of the way as everything's falling down.
Okay. Let me roll and see how many people are here within your vicinity. Okay. Nice. You got lucky. There's two. Two
Okay.
people. The rest of the people that are around here that you see are sadly passed.
Yeah.
And so you run up, grab a hold of them. They kind of panic for a second because they have no idea who you are, what you're doing, why you're here, right? And you've just kind of suddenly run up and grabbed them. But, I mean, one guy's missing a leg, and this other person seems to have a broken arm, so they're not really in the position to fight back. Give me a athletic strength check as you grab a hold of them and try to throw them out of the way.
+7, and I have advantage. Good thing for advantage, natural 20.
Ooh, okay, so you grab a hold of them and toss them, one after the other, overhanded, or underhanded, I mean, and as they launch into the air, not only did you toss them out of the way from the building before it collapses on you, but you actually toss them on top of a collapsed mattress that fell out of a second-story building, leaning against rubble.
Professional.
They land with a cushion, and the building comes down on top of you.
This is gonna hurt.
Okay.
If not, kill me. Oh, you stones endurance.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay. You take 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
I will use stone's endurance to reduce it by d12 plus 2, reduce it by 11, down to 13,
13.
cut in half. I take 6 damage.
Okay. So as the smoke from the nearby flames whisks by, as the dust settles, Vimok is still seen standing, not even flinched,
Shake.
as this stone building clatters around him. Now, jumping over to Samara. I think Samara's the second person to leave, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So your plan was to run out and heal?
Yes, I was just gonna run out there and heal as much as I can from injured people.
Okay. All right. So as you run outside, you see a scene of carnage.
Mm.
There are dead, there are wounded, there are severed body parts in different places that are singed. I mean, this is a person's worst nightmare to find themselves in. Almost all of the buildings in this area are either on fire or will soon catch fire. And there is a huge stone, a large mass that just sits in the center of this giant crater as people attempt to pull themselves out of it. As you descend down the steps of the temple, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. I think I've had Constitution.
This is just to
Yeah.
express how horrifying the scene is, right? This is your guys' first,
Oh god, an 8.
disaster. Okay, Samara, so as you hit the bottom of the steps, you see corpses blown apart, people's jaws disconnected from their faces. I mean, the worst thing you can possibly see. And at this moment, your dinner comes up. Vomiting all over the marble, what's left of it. You stumble your way across the forum as you attempt to find those in need of help. And it doesn't take long. Their cries echo through the smoke and through the dust, and they're loud enough to be heard over the crackling of the flames. As you follow the sound, make a perception check.
18.
Okay. You track the sound all the way back to a building that has caught fire. The sounds are coming from an upstairs window, and you can see that there is a woman with a baby that is screaming for help from the window. And you can see from the light behind her and the smoke billowing out of the top of the window, there is flames in that room, potentially blocking her exit.
How far up is she from me?
She is probably maybe 14, 15 feet up.
Can I try and use Gust to push myself up to her window?
I don't know if Gust is going to be enough to get you up that high. You might have to, I don't know, maybe find something to stand on or something to compensate for that, but really a lot of stuff here is either destroyed or on fire.
Then I'm going to cast... I'm gonna cast Misty Step up to her room.
Oh, okay. All right. So you suddenly vanish into the smoke and the clouds of debris that are drifting through the forum, and then you reappear right next to her. And she... Oh my goodness! Why would you do that? You're stuck in here now. Are you stuck in here now?
Let's just focus on getting you and your child out of here. What do I see when I look inside the room itself? Is there like a fire in the room itself?
Yeah. It's exactly the situation I described. Her exit is being blocked by a bunch of debris from the upper floors that have fallen in through the ceiling. This room itself is not very well decorated, but you can tell by looking around that this is probably a child's room, the baby's room. So... put together what happened from that.
Okay. How big is the fire in the room?
I don't know. Bigger than a bonfire? It's, I don't know. It's like 2 beams that have fallen in from the ceiling. 2 wooden beams. And they block the doorway, which the door is also made out of wood, so it's going to catch fire soon. The beams have enough weight where they've cracked into the wooden floor that's in here. They've completely exposed the stone underneath, as this wood is kind of like inlaid. But now, I mean, the whole floor in here is made of wood. It won't be long now before this entire floor catches fire.
Okay. I am gonna look out the window. I'm gonna cast Elementalism to sculpt an element of sand, and I'm gonna try and build a 1-foot cube of sand to cushion a fall. And I'm gonna rapidly I'm gonna cast I'm gonna do that cantrip twice to cast Twin Spell to cast to create 2 cubic feet of sand. I'm gonna cast Gust. I'm gonna pick her up, and I'm gonna try and jump out the window and cast Gust to slow down the fall, and land in the sand.
So let me get this straight. It's 2 cubic feet.
It's 2
of
cubic
sand.
feet. I'm fuck it. We'll double it. 4 cubic feet.
So wait, you have a tiny target, if I'm understanding this correctly.
I was gonna say, yeah. What is 4 cubic feet?
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
4 cubic feet. I'm gonna. Fuck me. Okay.
Yeah, that ain't as much as you think it is.
No, I don't think
That
it's
is
that
right
much.
very
I
small
don't-
amount.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay. Maybe we won't do that one. I'm sorry.
You're fine. This is why. No, this is good. This is how we learn our
Like-
spells. It's fine.
Gonna cast guidance to give myself a thinking hand to
Yeah,
think a
yeah.
little bit smarter. Hmm.
Stroking her hair, she thinks.
Yes.
Wait a second. Why don't I have rope? I have rope. All right, we're good. We got it. We're gonna tie a rope we're gonna tie a rope down. We're gonna hook it. We're gonna take. We're gonna hook it into. We're gonna take my crowbar. We're gonna wrap the rope around it. We're gonna hook it and jam it into the wall. And then I'm gonna rappel the rope down, and then I'm gonna try and ferry her down the building.
Okay. Great. Give
Slow
me
her
a
down.
strength athletics check to jam the crowbar into the wall after you tie the rope to it.
Okay, I'm cast. One.
Of what?
Can I do that?
What?
Can I cast guidance on myself? Can I cast guidance on myself?
I don't know. Can you do that for this? Yeah, I think you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see why not.
All right, it's 1d. It's one. All right. I roll a 10.
Okay. You go to jam the crowbar into the marble wall,
Mm-hmm.
and it does not stick.
Fuck. Do I see any heavy objects in the room that are not being burned currently?
There's a crib. Big wooden crib.
How sturdy does it seem?
It's up against the other wall, and it's close to the fire, so probably not very sturdy. As soon as you put your weight on it, it'd probably slide to the other wall, but if it was up against the wall with the window, it'd probably be fine.
Okay. I'll try and push the crib quickly to the other wall to have it be like the anchor point.
Okay. Give me strength
then-
athletics check.
That's 11.
So you're able to grab the crib, wrestle it to the other side of the room really, really quickly. You tie the rope onto it.
I'm gonna ask the lady, can you climb down down this rope?
Not while I hold my baby. And the baby is crying.
I will take care. I will. Let me hold your baby. You can climb down the rope, and then I'll just do the teleportation thing I did earlier.
She passes the baby to you really quickly, and she is ready to get down.
Okay. I'm gonna hold on to the baby, and then I'm gonna hold on to the rope, and try and like to help with her weight going down.
Okay. Let's roll for the crib, see if it's enough. Ooh. Yeah, okay. Give me strength athletics check with advantage. The crib is not enough, but it is helping.
18.
Okay. So, with you holding onto the rope in one hand and giving it your all, really pulling as her weight pulls against you, you've got the baby in the other hand, which is screaming in your ears, and you're trying to shelter and shield it from the smoke. Until finally, after what feels like an excruciating minute, you feel the slack on the rope give, and you almost tumble backwards.
And then I'm going to look out the window and teleport the Misty Step right next to her.
Okay, as you go up to the window, you can see that she runs outward, kind of away from the building. You Misty Step next to her just as she turns around and goes, "Oh, my baby!" And she reaches forward and snatches the baby and begins to cry in tears of gratitude. Thank you for saving our lives, and she begins to gush.
I'm happy to see that you two are safe. Let's hope this crisis. You need to get to safety, and then I'm gonna try and point her in the direction of the church.
Yeah. She will rush off towards the temple. As you point off and she runs away, you look off to your right and you can see that a building has just collapsed on top of Vimok, and he crashes through it, pulling the rubble off of him, tossing it to the side, and wading through the debris. Melrig.
Yes.
You were the last to leave the temple.
Yes.
What you gave an order to Samara. Did you have any more for the other clerics as they're getting ready to descend?
It would kind of largely be the same thing of going around helping the ones that are injured, doing their best they can to heal them. Mark the ones that need actual magical healing and which ones don't.
They will set out to the best of their abilities to handle that. And as they run down the steps, you follow soon after. And as you descend down the steps, once again, you see this very similar scene of carnage. Just the worst kind of disaster you have ever seen in your life. The smoke from the fire, the dust from all the debris, the screams for help or the screams of agony, coupled with the crackling of the flames, it overdrives the senses. Give me Constitution saving throw.
12.
You take a hard swallow and press forward into the forum, past Father Paulus, who is currently throwing up in the corner. And while your two friends have run off and saved lives at the top of the crater, you can see that there are people who are trapped along the edges, as well as there are people hanging from buildings that are getting ready to break and crumble apart or be set on fire. Immediately around you is a space where buildings were set ablaze. These ones are completely engulfed. And you can hear that from the inside there's screams of multiple people. as the smoke billows forward, almost completely concealing this building from eyesight. Make a perception check.
Oh, that's a 6. Oh, we love that.
Okay. So you hear screams coming from this flaming building.
How far am I from this building?
60, 70 feet.
I'll go closer to it to kind of investigate it a little.
Okay. Roll investigation check.
It's a 17.
The building itself is completely engulfed in flames. The front entrance is blocked from debris from the upper floors collapsing and blocking the way. The whole front face of this building is set aflame, and maybe the uppermost floor itself is already collapsed inward. And it won't be long now until this whole building pancakes. You can hear screams from the inside, though, from men and women.
That's all I can do. That doesn't make enough water. Damn it. 30 gallons of water is not as much as I thought it would be.
No, be enough to, like, maybe carve your way through a fire, but not for very long. You'd have to cast it over and over again.
Yeah. Well, I would say, with it collapsed and everything like that, they can't really... There's no way for me to get through, especially without a water source. I'll do a quick prayer for the people that were lost inside.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll continue on to go towards around the red edge of the crater where the people are.
Okay. And you go to, like, pull people out?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a strength athletics check.
$11.
Okay. It's enough to be able to pull people out of the edges. But people that have not made it to the edge, well, make a perception check.
$11.
Okay. Well, any of those are corpses. They're people that are not moving. On the outer edges, it looks like they were the ones who, were behind a wall of some kind or a column or something as soon as it struck, and it's the only reason they're still alive. I mean, these are very lucky few. So as you begin to move around the edges, pulling people up, you'll find that most of them are in some kind of disfigured state.
Okay. Once I get enough of them up, and kind of gather them all in a similar area, I'll start casting Prayer of Healing.
Okay. So after you've dragged a bunch of people together, the groans and moans of the wounded begin to fill your ears. Give me a Constitution saving throw as you try to focus on the prayer. focus on the words in your head and aloud that will save their lives.
19.
Okay. You shut out the cries of pain and anguish and fear, and you focus on the prayers of healing that you know. And as you open your eyes, most of the people here have passed out from pain, but their wounds are healing.
Good.
How much do you heal?
So that'd be second level spell, 2d8 plus 3. So they'd get 13 points.
Okay. So scattering among the people, most of their major injuries begin to fade away. They begin to stabilize.
Once that's done, I'll start moving to the next food.
Okay. The clerics begin with their response as well. They're rushing around, pulling people away from the spots that you guys are saving them from. Vimok runs forward and gets into a whole other building where people are being trapped behind flames. And as he's able to pull them out, he's pulling out, 4 or 5 people on his shoulders at one time. Melrig is being brought people that are suffering from burn injuries, and he's distributing water and food while also healing and stabilizing. Samara has probably joined him in that. I mean, disaster relief here is going to go on for pretty hardcore for the next, 2 hours.
Oh, yeah.
In this fashion.
Yeah.
Full-on rescue work.
Oh, yeah.
As you all are running around here, however, why doesn't everybody give me a perception check here? We're trying to see who has the highest.
Yeah. +3.
I won.
I am focused.
Mm-hmm.
+3. 18.
Or not focused.
Mara is locked in.
Samara's locked in with a 21. I got an 18, and then Moxley with a 6.
Keep looking at the meteorite.
Samara, as you are rushing off, saving people, you come across the Senate building. Its entire front facade has been completely removed.
Oh.
And several dead senators lie about. But this definitely wasn't all of them. This is a handful of those people that you saw earlier.
Oh boy.
Perhaps the Senate wasn't in session. Whether that's a good or a bad thing, I'll leave that up to you. But that appears to be the situation, the political situation, at least, behind this.
Do the senators look like they've been killed by the disaster?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And this is also where I want to point out that Samara, Melrig, you guys are the only ones to notice this. Vimok, you're not even going to notice this at all. These vibrations in the ground, you guys have kept feeling them. And as you look into the sky, those beautiful stars that you used to see that are no longer there have been replaced by blazing meteorites that begin to scorch their way across the sky.
Oh, shit.
And it's not a constant rain of them, but they don't stop.
This. Oh, this is extremely concerning. Vimok, do you see?
See what? All these
Up
people.
in the sky.
There's more.
No.
What?
No, look in the sky, Vimok. They're meteorites. Constantly falling.
Oh, I saw them there. There's another. Can't let this slow us down. Not yet.
This is gonna get a whole lot worse.
People need to get underground. Somehow. Need to keep moving.
I think going.
I knew this. We all knew this would get worse. We tried to tell them. Now they'll see him.
I think we need.
Yes.
I think we need to go to hell.
I think we do too. But we need to finish here. Visit Gatton. The actual Saint Gatton.
I don't think this has anything to do with us. We thought that going to hell would stop the rains. They stopped on their own. And now this.
Over the next several
So
hours,
change things.
rescue efforts from the city are in full swing. And those who have not had their homes struck or something begin to flee the city. This starts slowly, but it begins en masse. This city is not going to sleep tonight.
No.
And probably neither will you. If people are not fleeing or hiding in their homes, they're either injured, dead, dying, or looting.
Elrig,
Hmm.
can you send...
Yes.
Can you send to Leviticus and ask if this is happening over there too?
Yes. I will cast sending to send a message to Leviticus. Oh god, it's 25 words. I forgot about that part. Let's see. I'm counting that on my fingers. Leviticus, a rock has hit the Mon, caused terrible damage. Has it happened over there too, along with the rain stopping? That's 20 words.
Okay. There is a uncomfortable pause. Almost like you won't get a response. Until the wizard's words echo in your head. We have our own catastrophe happening here. And yes, it came from the skies.
Well, Leviticus responded. They have their own catastrophe, and it came from the sky too.
Much like the rains.
Yes.
It's most likely happening everywhere.
Yes.
We need to go see Neal Gatton.
to do.
Through his order, we'll be able to send the word out. Or in place of us going to each kingdom individually, perhaps he can send word through his order. While we go to hell.
Yes. We need to finish this. We need immediately.
You all continue your rescue efforts. It is 2 hours into the rescue efforts when you notice that there are several guardsmen who have been around, who have been helping with the rescue efforts, that are gone. One by one, you begin to notice the men flee from their posts. One by one, each one of them has their morale, their courage, their honor broken. And they flee for their lives. At some point, the last victim within your immediate vicinity that is still alive is pulled out. That person is healed, but the flames are spreading. This city is engulfed in flames. And more meteors continue to fall.
And all the times for the rain to stop.
I cannot think of anything to do for all these people.
I fear there's nothing we can do.
No.
The thin line that was there before to stop them from doing anything was just broken. If you look, all the guards are starting to run. They know what's coming.
Imagine the ones that stayed didn't have families. Now even that.
Yes. I fear this city, especially the fires we've been put out, which is, we don't have a way to put it out. It's too big, too much. I fear this city's about to burn.
It's getting hard to breathe out here. I think the best place for us would be taking refuge in the basement of the temple for the night.
Yes.
Will the flames consume us?
For the day. As you all begin to rush back towards the temple, you can see that the sun is on the rise. You've been doing this all throughout the night.
Well, I'm assuming the Senate is not going to meet with us now.
I would
They have bigger concerns.
say after the call. That's if any of them are still allowed. Or the ones that aren't clean.
You all rush towards the temple. Father Paulus is at the top of the steps. There's distant thuds that vibrate from different parts of the city before they eventually reach the bottom of your feet as you all begin to rush up the steps. And Father Paulus is shouting, "Come on, hurry, hurry! There's clean air up this high! Hurry!" And at that moment, a meteor will suddenly strike onto the temple.
Well,
Father Paulus is thrown from the top of the stairs down into the forum, and the temple is decimated. Make a dexterity saving throw for you all to stay on your feet.
Is this something I see coming?
5.
Sure.
Okay.
That's a 12.
Yeah, it didn't help me much. 11.
Okay. Samara is thrown from her feet.
She's gonna, like, kind of like suck out like the air's gonna like push out of her like when you get knocked flat on your ass. And like all the air out of your lungs kind of gets pushed out,
Yeah.
and she's gonna like lay on her back for like 2 seconds.
Well, you go down the steps.
Ah,
So it's thud, 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 all the way down. You take 16 points of bludgeoning damage
oh my lord.
from the initial shockwave, and then also hitting the stairs, and then finally coming to a rest.
I'll
The
scramble.
temple is in flames.
Scramble down the stairs to help Samara.
I'll scramble down to go help the father.
Make a medicine check.
Natural 20.
I'm not going to describe to you the gruesome scene of his body, but he is dead.
Oof.
Would it be bad if I... Wait, would it be bad if I cast Spare the Dying and then healed him?
His body is not in great condition.
Okay.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Fine.
Get down with Samara. Samara, are you okay?
Oh.
Why can't you say anything? Breathe.
Starts pounding on her chest, like, breathe!
God.
There you go.
Ow. And she's gonna take
Yeah.
like 10 seconds to start like breathing back to normal.
Here,
Very
take this when
raspy
you
breathing.
can. Give her a potion of healing. Standard.
She's gonna down the potion.
A couple of broken fingers and a couple of tiny bones in your knee that were broken and shattered. You can feel them suddenly, with a little excruciating pain, they knit themselves back together.
How much does that heal for?
2d4 plus 2.
Yep. Let's
Oof.
go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Huge healing.
Let's go. Big healing right here. Thank you, Bimak.
It looks like it helped a lot.
Oh God.
Come on. On your feet.
You're hoisted to your feet.
You'll be fine in the morning.
We can't stay here.
Well, I guess you'll be fine in the next morning.
As you all...
Is the temple completely devastated?
Oh yeah, it is a crater.
Yep.
Well,
All of those people are dead now.
all those records are gone. all that material's gone.
Many.
This is going to change much.
They just died.
We have to flee, we have to find someplace underground. Can't stay in any building. I thought this place would be protected, but
I thought it would be too.
wasn't.
I feel we probably need to leave the city.
Even then, is this happening out in the wilderness?
Hmm.
It won't help us to stay here, not with the flames all going around. It'll consume us. We have to leave.
Make a perception check.
Wait, where's perception? 11.
This forum rests on the top of one of the tallest hills that makes up this city. You can see the outsides of the walls very well from here. And the reason you can see them very well is because of the series of wildfires that are beginning to spread. If it's not submerged in water, and it is still above land, it either is or is going to be set on fire. Thankfully, from up here, you can see that most of these meteors are not landing directly on the city, but you can expect a lot of them to land in the sea.
Looks like most of them are heading to the sea. Or just a lot.
A lot. Not most, but a lot. Right? Meteors are falling all over the place, but
Yeah.
I mean, there's a good chunk of them that are going to land in the sea where there are hopefully not as many people. So that's just about the only plus side you've got with this at the moment.
Yeah.
Better than nothing.
We need to find some place with water. Somewhere where it won't burn. Does it look... If we were to stay up here, does it look like fire would sweep through here, or is there enough, like, paved stuff that we wouldn't be engulfed? And how is the smoke situation?
Okay. There is smoke billowing out from all around you.
Okay.
The crater from the center of the forum, the crater from where the temple was, the platform that it was on is cracked, right? There's fire that is in the crater.
Mm-hmm.
This will only serve to weaken the structure more. I mean, Melrig would be able to tell you this.
Yeah.
These fires could burn for days.
Then it might be best for us to leave. Travel on the road.
Yes.
Party begins to make their way towards the gates. This gate to you would be, oh, look at that. along the Via Potentis, out the Porta Sanctus.
Wow.
As you all rush towards the closest gate, the road is peppered with these smaller craters. Not every meteor that strikes is the same size. The gold that is inlaid in this road, for whatever reason, is melting from the heat. As you all splash accidentally through the puddles of it, running down the Via Potentis.
How is this gold melting?
It is.
If it is melting, shouldn't we be dying?
Yes. We should be feeling the effects of extreme heat. It's symbolic, I guess. The road that the saints walked. Is this the way of saying... I don't remember. I don't know what it's there for.
I think this is the road that Saint Neal and Saint Cain either traveled in or out of them on.
Yes.
We have to seek some answers from the gods. This means
Yes.
why melt the
Need to
gold?
go. Good question.
Starting to have secondary thoughts that maybe there is something more to just the void returning.
Yeah. Feel it's best you get out of this city and find a place to pray.
Don't like having to leave, but we do. We need to.
We need to go.
Okay. Running through the Porta Sanctus, it is completely unguarded. Most people that are here are running out of their homes, or running into them, or barricading them closed. It's a similar scene all the way down the Via Potentis. When you finally make it down to the end of the road, you come across a bridge. This bridge has several dead and wounded lying all around it, and the bridge has been completely destroyed.
Are there any small boats along the river?
Good question. Make a perception check.
+3. 6. I see nothing today.
No, it's
Except
just too smoky. You just can't see much of anything up and down the river. What's your passive?
Passive is 13. It's not great.
Yeah, but it's better than a 3. And I had 12 in mind.
Okay.
Yes, you do see a boat. It's a small river boat with a sail. It is tipped over on its side on the other side of the river, on the other side of the Ainus.
Okay. Look over there on the other side of the river. It's a boat. It's tipped over. That might be a good way for us to travel. It would be taking it from someone else, but we are in need of it. We must survive.
Yes. But how do we get across to get the boat?
We swim.
Hmm.
Are you wearing your armor?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Would it not be best for you to go by yourself?
I
And bring the
could.
boat back.
I can actually do both. Alright. I'm gonna take my stuff off, leave it here.
You drop all of your things. As you're taking your stuff off, your attention is only pulled away from the number of dead that float down the Ainus. The number of people that have been set on fire, that have thrown themselves into the river, that sadly did not make it. And this is no slow-moving river. This is a quick river.
Yeah. Alright. It's a good thing I've been training. I'm Michael Phelps, man.
Okay. As you throw the last of your stuff off, you step up near the water.
This is going to be
Has
like
this
that time
kind
I
of-
fell out of the boat when we were traveling down the rapids. Clap my hands together. Rub them.
You leap into the water. As you break the surface and dive in, the water has this kind of orange hue to it from the flames above. And as you swim across the river, you attempt to do your very best to avoid running into people. But sadly, it probably happens once or twice.
Yeah.
Roll an athletics strength check.
I'll go into a rage as I'm swimming through. I'll use up like all my rages. I have 3 more
Okay.
as I need to go.
Okay.
So 18, 25.
Okay. So you are able to fight the current for quite a while before having to rest for a moment. You let the current take you for just a second before you flip back over and fight the current again.
Joel.
Gritting against the water, grinding your teeth as you fight with everything you have, until finally you can feel that your feet grip the bottom. And you're able to walk the rest of the way.
It's breathing super heavy. Oh. Just pushing out of my mind all the bodies I hit. Okay. I need to soldier on. Not before taking one last glance and thinking of hearing of the river Styx. I shake my head. No. Keep going. Don't let it get in your head. I will jaunt over to the boat.
Okay.
And I nod my head out for a second. This looked a lot easier from the other side. Alright.
if I can use my weight to try and jump up and grab the side and kind of like holding on the edge of it and just like rocking back and forth. Just keep on pulling. Rock, and like just rock it right side up.
Okay. Go ahead and give me strength athletics check.
Flat roll. 18.
You're able to grab the boat and rock it little by little until it eventually sits upright, and you're able to kind of pull it out of this small hole or divot that you've unintentionally carved it into as you rocked it back and forth.
Yeah. Nice. Right. I do have water vehicle proficiency.
Yes, you do. Okay,
Yes.
So you drag the boat over to the edge of the Ainus, put it in. As you shove off, the current is the thing that you're going to be fighting the most.
Yeah.
So maybe you drag the boat upriver past the bridge, past the Pontus Canus, and re-enter the boat into the water a little bit upriver. So you have to fight it less.
Yeah.
So give me one last athletics check.
24.
Okay. And as you sail with the current, only partially, you're able to draw the boat in close along the edges of the shore, where high above you rises the ruins of the bridge.
Hop
So-
on. Jump up and grab
So
my
you
stuff
guys-
too.
Yeah. So you guys grab a hold of all of your belongings, you throw them into the boat. Gathering inside, you shove off, and do you let the river take you then?
Yes.
Okay. So the river will take you through the city. And
Oh, we're gonna go through
as
the
you...
city.
Yeah, you have to go back the other way and flow through. We're not gonna go through the whole thing. There are no other boats on the river, actually. Most of the edges of this place have been set on fire directly in the city. There are no boats this far in.
Yeah, they'd all be gone. Right.
And most of what you will see is just the destruction. There are very few living souls left that you can see. And the ones that you do see are either alone or in small groups, and they are running from place to place.
We're just sailing on the boat. I don't know if we should leave. Not fully. I imagine that this will bring ill repute to us. The way that those people were looking at us, they didn't like us already. Now once they hear that after this calamity is struck that we left and took a boat. I would not.
I'll
put it
remind
past
you,
them.
it's not the middle of the night.
No.
This isn't the only thing you've done. I'll remind you of that.
No.
Much that I want to agree with you in that we should stay, I don't know what else we can do. You saw what it was like in that Senate. They don't want to see it. They don't want our help. Stubborn men like that had those beliefs, they'll go with it to the grave in most cases. And I mean, Samara and I were already stretched thin enough on healing. Now without the temple and the father and the other clerics, we're just not enough.
Now that we have, we've been coasting down this river for a little bit, I'm feeling exhaustion creeping quickly. There's nothing that we could say to them beyond what we've already said. We even told them that there was more coming.
We told them there were more to come, and they basically told us, okay. Lied about the food situation. And with all of these meteorites hitting, maybe it's a sign that they would need.
Maybe. You're right. It feels like pulling a nail out. Leaving, but keep on trying to fight it. Going back to the same conclusion each time. We must leave.
Yes.
Hmm.
I'd say let's roll.
Damn my stubbornness.
Mm-hmm. It's best we get out of the city and find somewhere to bank the boat at and rest.
Yes. We'll all need rest after tonight. Last night.
So the current takes you all down the Inus. And there are no small scenes of shock or horror as you sail through the heart of the city. As you pass under the Pontus Fortuna, a large meteor strikes the Imperial Palace and levels it.
Whoa.
And under a huge cloud of dust, a building that has survived not only this long republic, but its longer empire ceases to be.
What are you doing to Elithria?
They really said, fuck you, Elithria.
Scrapping it and making it new.
Yeah.
It's time for the rise
As
of the
you
dwarfs.
all-
Leave Dorder Hall.
As you all sail out from the city walls and well past the suburbs, the entire countryside is set alight as wildfires spread. And these meteors do not stop, whether it is day or night. We're back. You guys are going down the Inus River. There is no river here on the map, but it does flow to the south. So you'll be flowing past these mountains. Eventually it does connect to this river located in the east.
Very nice. So it kind of follows this road here-ish?
Yeah. Goes down this way. And leaving your boat in a lot of these situations almost seems like suicide as you flow down the river. All the way up to the banks, in some places, the fields have been set alight. there comes a point, maybe when a few of you are asleep and one person is on watch, where the river finally empties you into the primary artery. All along this river, there are farms, as well as fortresses. Throughout the day, as you travel, all the way down this river, coming to this bend, there is a monastery on the top of the hill that overlooks the entire valley that the river flows through. Samara, as soon as you see it and you begin to look at it, you begin to think about your time at your monastery, a fleeting thought, it is struck by a meteor and is wiped clean.
Fuck.
Is that a... What was that place?
I think it was a monastery.
Monastery.
Well, it was a monastery.
I'm starting to have another thought. This is the gods' judgment. Why would they be destroying the monasteries?
What if it's not the gods? First the temple, that monastery, Imperial Palace.
There are many things in the ways of the gods that are confusing. Don't understand them fully, but
No one ever does.
this is beyond everything that we know about them. This isn't right.
I don't think I can't believe that this is the gods doing. Why send us on our journey? Why give us visions? Why make me? Why do any of this? Why give us a chance to save the world and then destroy it all themselves? That doesn't... It has to be the void.
Has to be.
It has to be the void. We already met one. Its breath already had such malicious intent, power.
I don't doubt their goodness. This is almost too much to handle. But I'll admit to all of you, I'm shaken. I still hear them and look around us. This is kind of something that we are going to be facing.
The river begins to pick you up a little bit and drag you guys along. Samara, roll a No, I'm not gonna make you guys roll for this. You can see it on the map. This river will dump into the Argarian Sea. Do you all choose to stay on this river?
We
Probably
need to head south, no?
Yeah, I'd say we need to head
we
south.
need to head south more.
I'd say probably here, maybe. And
From
then get off.
Kind of up near those hills.
Yeah, and then kind of go this way. Or go through the
Oh, this
forest.
And we'll head to the mountains.
Yeah.
And we're then,
I do remember that there's
no.
fortresses and mountains. So we'll aim for a spot near
Okay.
those hills yonder.
You guys let the river current take you. Trying to stay as center with the river as you can. This area down here has been left completely scorched. An old fortress resting on the top of the hills, maybe once new, now leveled.
What if we get there and the
Start,
place is destroyed?
Then,
No?
then we have to.
We have to continue south.
No, we have to find. If we can't reach Neal Gatton, then what is there left on this plane that is going to help us?
Well, remember, Leviticus told us about one person south that may be able to send us to hell.
Okay. Then you're right. Then we just keep going south.
Until
we meet that
eventually,
person.
you hit the tree line of a large and expansive forest, where off in the distance you can see some of it is still burning. This portion that you are about to enter is dead. Burnt. Mayhaps this is a core effect of the Song of Creation, the destruction of the old, to wipe it away, to make it fresh.
It's
Forsooth.
Forsooth.
No, I think
not
you're
a bad
right.
idea. From everything that's happened, they're wiping out the old, all these devastating actions. First the animals, now buildings and people, and it's burning those spots of area.
It's a good theory, and
It's here at
sounds right.
this moment where you all take one level of exhaustion. Well, actually, we're gonna kick that up to 2. You guys have had a hell of a night. Sorry about that.
Have any of the meteors hit near us recently?
You have felt 3 impacts, but you didn't see them come down.
We should try and
We have. Sorry.
push onward towards one of the peaks, find some type of crevice or cave or anything that would give us
Something.
shelter. I can barely move.
Here, take this delicious jam.
Oh God, no.
Still have some of that?
I do.
We have some.
It hasn't gone bad yet.
Would love some.
I'll get some out of the jar I have. Slap it on some bread.
Okay.
Munch.
Munch.
It is much better than potatoes.
It is much better than potatoes.
A jar
Trying to
of
find-
delicious peach jam.
Something here.
Oh, Faustus is probably dead, isn't he?
That's a big meteor.
Yeah, the meteor.
Me. I sucked it.
Dang it.
What is your training regiment, Samara?
100 push-ups.
Train.
100 sit-ups. 100 miles a day.
The one yuck man workout. Yes.
My assets are taking a long time to load.
No worries. I'm just showing Leviticus. I mean my training regiment. You see on my sheet it says -1, but that's actually because it's like like Civilization where like Gandhi's number is like peace rating is so high it actually flips right around.
Gandhi always starts wars in Civilization.
Mhm.
He is bloodthirsty.
That's my favorite. That's one of my favorite little incidents in gaming.
Yeah.
Is that he starts wars?
Well, back in like the original Civilization, they like coded Gandhi to be like the most peaceful pacifist like civilization leader, but giving him like a 99 rating. But because of how the system processed it, I don't it like flipped it right back around to like 1 or something like that. And so instead of being the least likely to use nuclear bombs and start war, became the most likely to start wars and throw nuclear bombs.
Yeah.
So, like the second Gandhi gets a nuclear bomb, he is yucking it right at the nearest civilization.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Get fucked.
And so
Oops.
that's a trait that's kind of stuck with him throughout the games.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are traveling through this burnt out forest. And in the distance, between the burnt out trees and the falling ash from the destruction, you hear a kind of howl, or a series of howls in the distance.
Mm-hmm. Do they sound? Do they sound like wolves?
I
Make
assume
a perception check.
They're actually a bunch of chickens.
8. I don't know why I tried.
8.
I was right, they're chickens.
Yeah, they sound a lot like wolves.
Sounds like wolves to me.
I feel this is not going to be well if they catch our flint.
Oh, it won't.
Ah,
does
Need
2
equipment.
exhaustion levels mean?
Let me Google it quick.
Oh, speed
Sorry, I
halved,
didn't even.
and we have disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay.
Okay. Let's stick close together. Continue forward. Maybe look down at the ground, like some ash and stuff. Maybe start spreading ashes on us. Try and cover the scent. Don't know if that will work, but it might. Especially if we grab some of the more black soot.
Couldn't fit.
Okay. You guys kind of spread some ash and soot all over yourselves to try and cover up your scent a little bit. As much as you can, Lee, before you press on. You hear one more howl, which sounds closer this time, before the burnt-out forest falls completely silent. Samara. Sorry. You have the highest passive perception.
Yeah.
Which is what?
13.
Okay. So you guys are moving close together through the forest. And that is when an arrow will be released in your direction. Vimok, choose a number between 1 and 3.
3.
Okay. Samara, choose a number between 1 and 3.
2.
Okay. Samara. You suddenly feel a sharp pain and a pressure as an arrow sinks deep into your shoulder. And where's the right die? That's not it. There it is. You take 7 points of piercing damage as a longbow arrow stabs out of your shoulder. And from behind the trees, you hear about a bunch of whoops, hollers, and yips as a creature you all have never seen before steps out into the open. A series of them. These crazed, almost mange-ridden canines that stand on 2 legs and resemble that of a hyena emerge cackling from behind the trees. Their eyes are a bloodshot red, and their smiles crack unnaturally across their face. On their waist, you can see they have the heads of humans. Men, women, children, it matters nothing at all to them.
What in damnation are these?
Shing.
About yourselves.
Abominations.
Double check your tokens here, make sure that they
These
are
are hunters.
correct.
Would I have healed up since leaving the town?
Probably not.
Okay.
Unless you had healing magic that you wanted to expend on yourself.
I think I'll have probably cured wounds at a first level,
Okay.
and that's a 1d8 plus 4.
A d20 button must be busted.
5. Okay.
It is just a reminder here to everybody that you have 2 levels of exhaustion.
Ooh.
So what you're saying
That's
is
on the
this
map
goes-
layer, so...
Where does 2 levels of exhaustion put us at?
Our speed is halved, and we have disadvantage on ability checks.
Oh, damn.
Okay, well. Guess we're going nowhere fast. And
No.
Okay. So,
Would ability checks count as would that be like a spell attack?
no.
Okay.
That's that's an attack roll.
Okay.
That's a whole separate exhaustion level.
Gotcha.
that's exhaustion 4.
Let's not get to that.
Yeah, let's not. I'd rather not. If I had to make a choice, a conscious effort on that one, I'm gonna say no.
No.
We might not get the chance.
Okay. Samara, we just need your initiative.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, did you roll a natural 1?
No, that was for healing.
Oh, okay.
I got distracted about asking for
You're all good.
Yeah, and then my question was, the answer's like, oh, yep, nothing else to do. All ready for the fight.
Nothing else to do. Alrighty. Okay. In the far back, I'm just gonna call these things what they are, by the way. In the far back, this knoll with a long bow is going to release its shot. Oh, wow. Okay, Vimok into Vimok with a natural 20 right out the gate.
Good.
Yep.
God damn. Okay.
Okay, and we're rolling pretty high here.
Does anybody have
Is
any
that this
features
hard?
in their traits that can fuck
You take
that?
16 points of piercing damage, and your speed is reduced by 10 feet until the end of your next turn.
So my speed is 10
Oh,
feet. I'm going to
Jesus.
use Stone's Endurance. Reduce the damage. Ooh. Reduce it by 14.
nice.
I'll take 2.
Ooh.
That was a good roll.
Good. That was a good roll.
Second
That is
attack.
used up. Oh, good.
Oh,
I do have my shield out. I have my great axe shield.
Okay, 10 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. Second one
Have fun.
sinks into the shield.
Well, if
Alright.
this thing has a second attack and I don't.
These things are
Alright.
fast.
These things are very fast. Well, the speed is halved, so Just gonna say 10 feet because I mean it's 25 and it's halved. 5, 10. Far. Can I see that one that's in the far back that just shot them off?
Yeah, you can see him.
Okay. Oh man. Yeah, sure. Fuck it. Why not? Guiding bolt at first level.
Roll to hit.
It's a lovely 10.
10. 10 is sadly a miss.
God, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, so but it's fine. I am just gonna stand here and sulk.
Okay. Moving on to another Knoll archer. This time it's the one in the middle, in the far back. Odds or evens, Melrig?
Even.
Okay. 2 arrows are released. One of them sinks into Melrig. You have a shield, right? Yep. So 1 arrow sinks into Melrig's shield. The second one comes in at a 21 to hit.
Ouch.
Does that hit?
Matches, so yeah.
Ah, okay, great. So, oops, that hit my book. You take 7 points of piercing damage. And your speed is reduced by 10 feet. Until the start
So
of your
basically, I
next
just can't move. Got it.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you're immobilized at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe he stuck the arrow into your foot or something, and it's pinned you to the ground. I don't know. Samara.
Alrighty. Zimak, what's your movement speed?
Oh, he would have to move. I'll move him
It's
there.
10 right now.
10. Melrick, what's your movement speed?
0.
0. Ah, I see. Okay.
Without being pinned to the floor again right now.
Hmm. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna cast haste on Vimak.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action. Wait a second. Let's not be hasty here.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast twin spelled haste on Vimak and Melrig.
Okay, so let's be hasty.
Let's be hasty. Let's see. I believe that is twin spell is spell level. Okay, so that's gonna be all my sorcery points.
Okay.
You are now both haste.
Yeah. I can't
and then
move.
If you get double actions, you can slam out those guiding bolts. And then I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith as a bonus action. And then I'm gonna step back by like 10 feet. I'm gonna try and get as far from them as possible. I'm gonna actually wait. No, I'm gonna place myself behind Vimak.
Trying to find your shield.
Sorry, Venlock, not to use a human shield or anything, but
This is what I was born
I
for.
don't. Yeah, I
At this
figure.
point, yeah.
I figure me maintaining concentration now is probably very important. So I'm gonna try and not get shot at.
It's like at this point, we're just your human shields, really.
Hey, I am your human buff, all right?
I didn't say anything against it. Just say it.
That is true. This is true. This is.
Let's
It's
try to
like
be a little bit more accurate. None of you are human.
Well, that's also fair.
We are.
Closest one was Samara, and Samara's really not human now.
Yeah.
Okay, Melrig,
It's a symbiotic relationship.
get ready. This gnoll runs forward with a short sword in one hand and
How dare you?
pulling another short sword from his waist into the other. He closes the gap, moving low across the ground, kicking up ash as he moves. And when he finally gets up to you, he strikes out with the first short sword. Oops. Ooh, that's a complete miss. Second short sword. Ooh, dang. Okay, as soon as the second one comes in, you're able to smack it away with your shield, and his sword gets thrown. And as soon as that opening comes in, he lurches his head back and exposes his teeth, which unfurl from the top of his jaw like some kind of sea creature. And when he unhinges his jaw, he goes to latch down.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Can I say no?
16 to hit.
Miss.
Okay, you're able to sidestep and dance around the knoll. Okay. The knoll can close. The knoll can move, and it does not impose opportunity attacks right now.
Okay.
You son of a bitch.
So
I had
it
a
Bastard.
dashes all the way around Melrig, moving around his fight with the other knoll, skidding across his feet, and the pads of his fingers scrape against the ground as he closes the distance to Samara. But that is where he must end his turn. Vimok.
All right. See this little guy running away. Running past. How dare you? 5, 10, 15. Wait, no. Oop. 5, 10.
No,
Yes.
you got 20.
Yes.
Yes, I have 20. But I want to be interposing so that they might shoot me more than you.
Aha.
So from here, I'll take my 3 swings. First
Okay.
rage.
Okay.
Yes. Very important part. So, first swing. 13 to hit.
Miss.
Miss. Second hit. Another 13.
Miss.
Third. 20.
Okay.
Okay.
That
Good
was
hit.
the hit.
That's Irving.
Yay! Alright, battle axe.
Vimok screams, "Why won't you stand still? Stand still.
Plus 4.
Stop moving and die!"
Plus 6. That is 8 slashing damage and what is it? Plus 3. 5 radiant.
Okay. You slash across the chest of the knoll, and it kind of bellows out, shrieks in pain.
Beautiful.
Oh, oops.
I completely forgot how my stone sigil thing works. I don't have it written down. I thought I did. I'm trying to find it.
Give me just a second here.
After the session, I actually want to write this stuff out because I thought I had it, but I don't.
It's okay. A lot of these custom magic things can be a little weird. Well, in this case, it's not really. Oh, anyway, whatever. Okay. So, the living glyph right here, but I need its. That's its other thing.
All I remember about it was you just threw it in the air, and then it just shot things at people.
Thought it was. I think I can summon it.
Oh, here we go.
To...
So you magically manifest a living glyph in an unoccupied space within 30 feet.
Okay.
You can call them to your side, teleporting them within 10 feet of you. And the glyph itself... Oh yeah, and you can do this at the end of your... Well, it's a legendary action, so actually you can use it whenever legendary action is applicable. And then you get Glyph Pulse with it. So the glyph discharges, and all creatures within 5 feet must make a DC... it's a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Or they take 2d8 force damage, and they're pushed 10 feet.
Okay.
I'll
High
bookmark this.
Constitution.
At the end of my turn, I'll activate one and put it down right there.
Sorry, hang on. Give me just a second here. Can you draw on the map where you want to put it? Sorry, I've got tons of books in my lap here. I'm trying to move them around now. Oh, okay, I see it. All right, great. Whew, perfect. Anything else, Democ?
That's it.
Great. 10, 15, 20. Keep forgetting your movement speed. Yeah. Dang. All right. You know what? We're going to do the same thing. We're going to rush past. Cannot provoke opportunity attacks, so we're going to slide right in here. Can't attack, but he made it.
Hello.
Okay. This Gnoll, the last Gnoll archer in the back, will release, dang it, his arrow onto Melrig. Oh, natural 20. Oof. Okay. So that's... You take 15 points of piercing damage. Your movement speed is reduced by 10 feet.
So I just don't move.
Yeah, you, again, just don't get to move. Going to the top of the round. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. First attack, that one's gonna miss. They both miss. Both of these arrows will fly past your head, Melrig, as you're in mid-combat with this Gnoll in front of you. What do you do?
I will... let's see here.
I would have more dialogue with these things, but I can't do a hyena, and I would just sound stupid trying, so I'm not gonna do it.
Fair. But I have haste, so I guess the first thing I'm going to do is cast Spirit Guardians.
Oh, okay. And that's a 15-foot radius around you, am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Saving throw, I believe it's, what? Dexterity? No. Constitution.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Wisdom. Okay, so we've got just one of them within range. 13.
Fail.
Okay.
That
Damage,
is
please.
8 radiant. It is 14 points.
Holy cow. This thing shrieks and wails.
Then,
Yes.
Its entire skin seems to be bubbling and boiling and cracking.
With my second, I will attempt to hit it with my hammer.
Roll to hit.
Never mind. It is
9?
9.
No. Yeah, sorry.
I will use my legendary action to do another attack.
Aha, roll again.
That's
Yeah,
17.
see, here you are saying you can only do one attack. Whatever. That's a hit.
11 points.
Ooh, wow. Okay. Yeah, so you bring your warhammer across the jaw of this gnome and you split its head open. It collapses to the ground, flailing and throbbing around for a bit before it finally goes still.
Yeah. I can't move, so I can't do anything, so I'm just
Okay.
stand here.
Real big.
Next round, I will move, damn you. I probably won't.
Don't be so sure.
I'll probably be stuck here again.
This gnoll will pull an arrow as he walks up and go to pin your other foot.
Do it.
Ooh, 21 to hit.
Match.
Ooh, so he gives a big smile as he walks up and sticks another arrow through your other foot, pinning you to the ground. You take 9 points of piercing damage. Samara.
Amara is gonna clap her hands together and thrust them out, and then cast Spirit Guardians on herself.
Ooh. Dually Spirit Guardians. Here we go. The desperation is setting in. Okay, wisdom
Oh wait,
saves for
actually wait.
both.
I will not do that because that's
do that.
concentration. And that breaks concentration and
Oh,
breaks
yeah.
haste. I will not be doing that. I will not be doing that. Instead, I'm going to not do that. I'm gonna Misty Step
Oh, nice.
as a bonus action. Like 10 feet. This over here. And then I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt at a first level on this one here.
Roll to hit.
I roll an 8.
You roll a natural 1. Your spell backfires and fails.
Shit.
Almost matching perfectly with the impact of a distant meteor that can be felt in the ground.
Damn. Shit. I think that's gonna be her turn.
Okay. You did. All right.
Fight me.
Oh yes, it growls and smiles and cackles and rolls a 9 to hit with its first attack.
That does not hit. Shield.
Second
Parry.
attack, it rolls a 21.
That definitely hits. No.
Okay, his left arm moves around the shield, going to try and stab you like in the kidney or something. And you take 5 points of piercing damage.
2.
And the Knoll's jaw will unhinge as he goes to bite you on the neck. Missing completely, getting smacked in the face with a shield. Vimok.
Vimok lifts up the stone. Pulse.
Ooh, okay. There's a pulse that gets sent out, and they have to make a saving throw. What is your spell save DC?
Spell saved. I don't have one, technically.
Oh yeah, that's right. So it goes to the normal one then that is assigned to it, which is, I think it's a 13. Check this. Yeah, Constitution saving throw, DC 13.
Okay.
Okay, so one passes and one fails hard.
Nice.
So the one closest to you right here, he passes. The one down here fails.
Okay. That is the one I'm going to go for on my attacks.
Okay. Roll to hit.
He is stunned, right?
Yes, he is stunned.
So I'd get advantage on these attacks.
Yes.
First swing is a 22.
Hit.
That's going to be 9 slashing damage and 4 radiant.
Okay.
Second hit,
Still stands. Yes.
18 to hit.
Hit.
That is 13 slashing.
Ooh,
No
and
radiant.
as he unhinges his jaw to growl at you, you take his head clean from his shoulders.
Ding. Sweep the axe around. Third attack on the one in front.
Roll to hit.
Flat roll 7. 25 to hit.
Ooh, the axe spins in your hand and crosses behind your back, linking with your other hand. As you bring it around the front of you, you slam it. Go to slam it into the neck of the Gnoll. Roll damage.
Need to check this. First creature you hit on each of your. Okay, so I get it once. All right. Oh, but still 14 slashing damage.
Holy cow. Damn near taking this thing's head off. And even though your axe has sunk deep into the neck of this Gnoll, it still moves.
I'll yell
Its
at
head
it.
hanging on halfway.
What are you? Look at my
The Gnoll
legendary.
cackles.
Nope. I will move. We'll use some movement. We'll circle around it a little bit. That is my turn.
He turns to face you, rolling to hit. Dang it, fell off the desk again. Oh, it would help if this was the right die. There we go. 11 to hit Vimok.
It is not.
Okay. Second attack. Gentleman's 20.
That hits.
Oof. You take 10 points of piercing damage. The bite attack comes in at a 13 to hit.
That does not.
Okay.
Block with the shield. Parry.
And he too will spend some movement.
He
and
ducks.
around. Because he be ballin'. Another arrow goes to be sunk in the Melrig. 15 to hit.
Miss.
Second attack is a miss. The one on the far right. Dang it, keeps rolling off the desk. That one's a miss. Dang it, they keep missing. Okay. 2 more attacks and they both miss. Back to Melrig. Arrows are flying past you. Somehow you're avoiding them. Yeah, completely immobile. You're avoiding them somehow. Bringing up your shield and protecting you.
Well, since I can't move, let's see. It's not good.
Call down a meteor, Melrig.
I fucking wish.
Done.
We still have haste, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I will first cast Prayer of Healing on myself and Denmark. And Samar. Actually, hold on, Samar may be too far. Yeah, you're too far.
Dang.
Just me and Denmark.
Okay. Prayer of Healing. How much do you heal?
It'd be 2d8 plus 3. So a total of 13.
Ooh, 13 HP.
Ooh.
Great.
And then I will cast Guiding Bolt at a second level at that one.
All right. Roll to hit.
Shit.
Ooh, yeah, natural one. It fizzles out.
Well, I'm going to roll my legendary dice. See if it's recharged. It is. Aha. Next turn, you bastards.
It's got to be a 1d6, doesn't it?
No, it's
Yeah, for... Is it? For
Yeah.
legendary action? Oh.
Which told me.
No, it should be a 1d6. Pretty sure I mentioned to you as well. Yeah, it's 1d6. Yeah.
I'm looking at the wrong paragraph.
You're fine. You're fine.
Well, it's still a 4, so no.
Yeah, because it regens on a 5 or a 6. Yeah. Alrighty.
4.
So, with no other movements here, we go to the Knoll who's... I mean, this group has got a thing for Melrig. They're just going to keep trying to sink arrows into you like Boromir. Ooh, and he rolls a natural 19, so he's going to hit you. You take 10 points of piercing damage. Second attack. Oh, that one's a miss. Samara.
Samara is going to cast a guiding bolt on this one.
Roll to hit.
Come on. 11?
Miss.
Fuck. As a bonus action, she's not going to take one. She's going to go 5, 10, 15. Hide and like maneuver herself into the trees to kind of give herself to obscure herself. That'll be her turn.
Demok?
What was that? Sorry. Oh, my
your
turn. I was
turn.
reading something
Yeah.
quick. I will start with a move. Swing on this guy.
Alright, roll to hit.
Should have did a pulse first. That is a 14 to hit.
Oh, nice. Plus 6. Ooh, 14 slashing damage.
Ooh.
And 8 radiant.
Okay, and that is enough to cut this one down right in its tracks. You cut it in half.
Beautiful.
From the shoulder down to the waist.
I still have movement, so I am going to cheat the system slightly. It's fine. I'm going to use my athlete ability to step and jump 18 feet.
Yeah.
Because it's based off strength score, not speed. Hello, puppet. Guess what?
Yep.
What was it to summon or teleport the thing to me?
Bonus action.
Okay. So I will use my bonus action then to you come in with me. Within 10 feet of me, so I'll... Well, I mean, it probably kill this guy anyways, but... Okay. 2 swings on this guy.
Roll to hit.
Swing 26.
Hit.
Wow. 14 damage.
Holy cow, okay.
The dice are with me
Dang,
again.
you take this thing head off.
18 to hit.
Hit.
Oh
my
14
God.
damage.
You cut this thing down the middle.
Perfect.
From the tip of his
perfect
head
roll.
down to his buttocks.
Get him. Fuck him up. I'm here to be your pincushion. You kick their ass.
Wait,
Oh.
I need to see if does jumping take away speed. Each foot you clear, the jump costs a foot of movement. Okay. Hold on. Is that speed reduction permanent from an arrow?
No, it's just until the start of the next turn.
Okay, I haven't been hit, and I had technically be 40 feet actually because haste. So I do have enough to do that. I just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
Technically, as I move 10, I still have 10 feet.
Is jumping not a bonus action though too?
No, you just jump.
Okay. Oh, okay.
5. 10. That's my turn.
Alrighty. You're dead. Yeah. Let me find this
Dead.
guy too. Yeah, they did. Let me get rid of him. Alrighty. So this knoll in the far back, they are gonna start not panicking, but you know, a tactical retreat.
Yeah, that's right. You get running.
An arrow will go to sink into Vimok.
Take it. Maybe.
Wrong die again. 18 to hit.
Edits.
Okay. You take 6 points of piercing damage. Your movement speed is reduced by 10.
Okay.
Second attack is a 14 to hit.
Does not shield.
Okay. Malrig.
I can move, finally. 5.
Oh, wisdom save. He fails his wisdom save.
Great. That is 3. 3d8. Eight points of radiant damage.
His fur begins to sizzle and smoke as he yelps.
And then
This is for my legendary action if I get it. Nope.
I'm just gonna second level guiding bolt.
Okay, roll to hit.
24.
Ooh, hit.
Six. 16 points.
Holy cow. You just about kill this thing. You blow its left arm free from its body. It's just... You definitely mutilate this thing with how much damage you've done.
Wham. Well, that's all I can do, so I just think.
Okay. Start of his turn, does he have to do wisdom save?
Let me see. Well, his speed is halved. Or start, yeah. It's either when they first enter it or start its turn there.
Okay, he fails his wisdom save.
That'd be 12 points.
Ooh, and that cooks the knoll instantly. Fries in holy flame.
Yes! Is this for the arrows, you bastards?
Samara. One left over here.
Just gonna run 15 feet this way. This guy is 65 feet. How much health? How? I'm gonna first level guiding bolt him.
Okay. Roll a hit.
And he's already been hit by guiding bolt, so you get advantage.
Ah, damn it!
No.
That's not one.
Well,
Your
remember,
magic
it got hit. What already got hit by a guiding bolt? They got advantage on their attack roll.
Oh!
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, roll advantage.
12.
12 is a miss.
Oh.
Dang.
I'm gonna
Yeah, well, you
toss it.
tried.
I'm gonna thank you, Mallory, for thank you for trying to help me out there. I'm gonna slide it. I'm gonna slide a healing word to Melrig for
Okay.
1d4 plus 4. Oh wait. Yeah, I got it. Oh wait, I probably should roll. That'll be 8 points of healing. It's
Ooh.
max healing.
Noise.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
That'll be the
The
end
monk.
of my.
The monk will. Did I get hit by an arrow last round?
I don't think so.
No.
No.
I don't think so.
Okay. Use 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Use one of the haste action to dash.
Oh, okay. I was like, how are you moving so much?
Because speed is halved, it goes to 20, and then haste is 40.
Yeah.
And I'll,
Yeah.
so then 2 attacks. Swing.
Ready?
25.
Hit.
That is 10 slashing.
He's dead.
Nice.
You
keep
cut him
slashing.
down.
Shing, 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 shing.
And they bleed this kind of black, putrid blood.
Just
The
kneels down on
party
the ground,
gains-
holding onto his battle axe. Breathing very heavy.
Party gains 1,200 experience.
Very nice.
1200 experience.
10 more of those to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Send them all at once. When we're rested, we can handle it.
Yeah, give me all the gnolls in the world.
Okay, maybe let's.
No, we can take them all. I got an idea.
Got an idea.
Listen, as long as it gives
I
me the 6,500 we need to level up, I'm fine.
Bring them in. Do your best.
Until we're tired and then go away.
Well, you guys are tired now, as we're going to stack another level of exhaustion on this after the fight.
Oh, guys, I think we should take a long rest, guys.
Yeah, just a
Yes.
little bit.
We need to find a place to rest.
If we don't get out in the next 5 minutes, this spot is gonna get hit by a meteorite.
Exactly.
Oh, now we have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. Yeah, we need to get a place to rest. Next exhaustion levels were bad. The fifth one is,
Do you
well,
think I can
we're
dodge?
forced to rest.
Do you think I can dodge it? Dodge the meteor?
Dodge
No.
a meteor. In this state, we would have to accept our fate. Oh. I was hoping this would be a source of meat. But the blood. This thing is infected too. Whatever this is. Standing. This hyena. That's what it looks like to you, right? The ears. That face.
It's like a weird dog.
These lycanthropes.
It doesn't matter. We need to find a cave to hunker down in and rest before we keep moving.
Yes, we do. As soon as possible.
All right. The party leaves the combat zone behind as they venture towards the mountains in hopes of finding a safe place to rest, as meteors, both big and small, begin to crash down all over Naphis. This is where we're going to end tonight's session, and we will not be back for 2 weeks, roughly.